Okay, factoring trinomials when a is greater than 1. Okay, in the first one we did trinomials where a was 1, right? It was x squared plus 2x plus 5 or something like that. And then we just said to ourselves, all right, what's two things that we can multiply together to get c, add together to get b, correct? All right, so whenever we get to this form, we got kind of a whole new thing going on. So first off, it's not quite as easy when your a term isn't equal to 1. So let's look at the old school method, for instance. All right, I'm going to give you an example. So if we're going old school, and if I have this, 2x squared plus 3x minus 9. So this is one, I taught it this way forever. A lot of people still teach it this way. So I want you to see it and realize that it's actually the same thing that we're doing, okay? No. Okay? But I want you to see this first because there's a chance, maybe next year at Mrs. Rodkey, you'll see it the same way with me. We talked about this. But, maybe somewhere else you see it done this way. So I just want you to have at least seen it once. Okay, so what you would do, you would go through, you break down your A term, you break down your C term into factors. Okay, so what's my A term here? 2. What's my C term? -9, right? Okay, now, A, how many ways can I break this down? 1 and 2, right? That's it. 1 times 2. Over here, how many ways can I break this down? 3 and 3. Now, one of these has to be what? Negative. Okay? So here's my options. A and C, right? So then what you would have to do is you would guess and check. All right, you plug them in, guess and check. So this is a plus minus. Therefore, minus has to be one of each, correct? So what you would have to do, you would have a set of parentheses, plus minus. Now, a 1 is going to go with my x, either here or here. A 2 goes with my x, either here or here. One's going to be 1, one's going to be 2. Over here, one of them's going to be a positive 3, one's going to be a negative 3. This one isn't terrible because there's not a whole lot of factors. But you plug them in and check. All right. Let's go. Let's put the 1 here, 2 here, 3, and 3. Okay, then what you would do is check what I call the innies and the outies. Innies is here, outies is here. 3 and 2x is going to be what? 6x. 1x and -3 is -3x. That's going to give me 3x. That works for this case, doesn't it? Is this equal to my b term? Yeah. Yeah, it is. So that was pretty slick because that was the first try. But what happens if I have an 8 here? So I have 1, 8, 2, 4. Over here, there's a 24. 1, 24, 2, and 12, and so on. I mean, you get a crap load of options here. I've done problems with kids before where we're on option number 8 or 9. That gets really old, right? So this one's not bad because of this, but you could get a whole bunch of options doing it this way. You just have to keep guessing and checking. It's really inefficient. It really is. Okay? So I just wanted to show you that, just in case. Because you're probably going to see it again at some point in your life. So let's get to our. Oh, I should have wrote it on the screen. Crap. Oh well. Let's get to the new method. Write this down right now. Write this down. First thing you want to do, factor out the GCF if possible. And this would be the GCF of every term. So if everything multiplies by 2, for instance, pull out the 2. It's going to get easier on yourself. Second, make a chart using A times C. Then add the terms, just kind of like we did in the first method, whenever A was 1. Find what we're going to call the winning factors. And then we're going to rewrite using the winning factors. And then factor by grouping. All right, I'm not changing anything. I'm just getting myself some space. All right, I'm going to use the exact same one that we just did. Okay. Again, this one probably is going to look like it's the same amount of work as the old school way. But if we use this method, it's going to be consistently shorter. All right. So first thing I like to do is check this and doing the other met's right.
Wasn't it 2x to the
Second. Okay. So first thing I like to do is check, see if the GCF. Is there anything I can pull out of every one of these terms? No, there's nothing. Okay. X is only in two terms. 2 and the 3 are the typical things you would pull out most likely. This case, only the first one's divisible by 2. The second ones are divisible by 3. So there's nothing I can pull out of all of them. All right. So I like to then underline A and C, just so I know which ones I'm working with. Okay. A is 2, C is -9, right? Then I'm going to come over here to the side, and I'm going to make a little chart of what AC is. So what is A times C? -18. Okay, I just multiplied my A term and my C term. Okay? Now, make our chart just like we did when we first started factoring. So we need this to be a -18, correct? Right? All right. So let's go down through. What's our factors of 18? 9 and 2, 1 and 18, 9 and 2, and 3 and 6. Looks like it, doesn't it? Okay. Now, one of them has to be negative in each one, correct? Because my C term's negative. So let's go negative, negative, negative. Okay, just like before, I have to account for all cases. All right, so this looks exactly the same as what we did before, right? Except now I did AC instead of just C. Adam, what's negative 1 and 18 going to be? 17. This one is -17. This one is 7, -7, 3, -3. Okay? Now, what I'm looking for is B. What is B equal to up here? 3. Which one is my winners then? -3 and 6. Okay? So now I need to replace 3x with -3 and 6. Okay, so I'm going to take these guys and I am going to replace it in my B term. So I'm going to make this 2x squared minus 3x plus 6x minus 9. Isn't this equal to 3x? So from here to here, did I change the value of anything? No, I just split it into 2 instead of 1. Agreed? All right, now let's split this thing, factor by grouping. Factor out the first one. What can I factor out? An x. What's left? X, or 2x minus 3. Second one, what can I factor out? A 3, leaving me with x, or 2x minus 3. Do my parentheses match? Yep, they match. So I have x plus 3, 2x minus 3. It's factored. What? Why would it be minus 3? 2x minus 3 is my shared, right? And then my leftovers is x plus 3. I probably wrote that backwards from how we did. Read it. So shared 2x minus 3, leftovers x plus 3. Is that all right? The only thing you might have that makes you second guess it a little bit is here. This order I did here, negative 3x and 6x, if you don't get shared parentheses, flip them and do it that way. So worst case scenario, you have to do it twice. Absolute worst case, you do it twice. The other way, you could do 9, 10, 11, 12 times. That makes sense how we just did this. Okay, we're going to do a couple more together, and then I'm going to give you something to try. All right? Good? All right, so let's go with this guy then. 5x squared plus 19x plus 12. This is one that could possibly be a nightmare if you want to do it the old way. Okay, you got 1 and 5 for the first one, not a big deal, but that 12, we got 1 and 12, 2 and 6, 3 and 4, they add up pretty quick. Then you have to see which order they go in too. All right, so you're looking at however many factors you have to double it, and that's how many options you have. But let's do it this way. Like we said, at worst, we do it twice. So let's look here. Is there anything I can factor out of all of this? No, there's nothing I can factor out of all of it. Okay, 5, 19, 12. I mean, 19 is a prime number, right? All right, so let's go over to the side here, and let's do our AC. So what is AC? 5 times 12, which is 60. Okay? So what's my factors of 60? 160. 2 and 30. 3 and 20. 4 and 15. 5 and 12. Let's just stop right there. Because if I think about it, what am I trying to get? 19? 5 plus 12 doesn't even equal 19, does it? Okay, I'm just kind of thinking ahead there a little bit. So I'm going to stop right there. Now, this one's easier for us because it's a positive number, and everything's positive across the board. So this is plus plus. What's our final answer going to be? It's going to be plus plus, right? All right, so let's go down through. I mean, we got 61, 32, 23, 19. We got a winner, don't we? Stop right there. You don't have to finish the rest of the list. Okay? Here's my winners. Let's go back, plug them in place of B. So 5x squared, 19x becomes 4x plus 15x plus 12. Add it. Yeah. And if I put a 4 and a 4x and a 15, I can't add them. They're not like terms. These are now like terms. Okay. All right, split it. What can I factor out of the left side ones? Just an x. What am I left with? 5x plus 4. Good. Second one. I can factor a what out? 3. 3. Leaving me with 5x plus 4. Good. I have a shared thing. I'm in good shape. So, my shared is 5x plus 4. What's my leftovers? Plus 3. Perfect. Questions on that? Let's see. We did one with plus minus. We did one with plus plus. Let's do a minus plus, and then I'll give you some. Okay? I just want you to see each variety. All right? You guys still with me? Okay? So this one. 5x squared minus 18x plus 9. Now, in this case, I got a minus plus, right? So, it's easy on me. my AC term is still going to be 5 times 9, which and it's positive, right? I just have to keep in mind with the minus, anytime it's a minus plus, my answer is going to be minus minus. So all of them have to be minus, okay, or negative. So AC, what's A times C going to be? 45. Okay. So what's my factors of 45? 1 and 45, 3 and 15, 5 and 9. That's about all I see. Okay. Now, like I said, it has to be a minus minus, correct? So let's make that adjustment right now. Minus minus, minus minus, minus minus. Adam, this is negative 46, negative 18. Let's just quit it. Okay. That's what I'm looking for, right? I'm looking for that negative 18 in my B term. Here's my winner. Let's plug them in. Okay. 5x squared minus 3x minus 15x plus 9. All right, let's split it and see if it comes out well. So split it here. What can I factor out of the first set? Just x. That's going to leave me with 5x minus 3. Good. Second set, what can I factor out? 3. What does it also have to be then? It has to be a negative. Good. It has to be a negative 3. Otherwise, I have a positive 5, right? And I want to make that, or I need to make that positive 5. So that I take out that negative 3, 5x plus 3. Do I have a common parenthesis? Yes, I do. 5x minus 3, x minus 3. Boom. How's that feel? Give me a thumbs up if you're all right with that. All right. I'm going to give you 2 to try here. So I'm going to give you a plus and a plus minus. How's that sound? Start with that. So here's 1, 5x squared plus 11x plus 2. And number 2, we're going to go 3x squared plus 4x minus 15. There you go. Try those 2. Sorry, I'll get them back for you here. Just trying to get the mute button up. You really need to have an option for the mute button, like on the bottom of the screen. You can have the second one. All right. So, Gargle. What's my AC? You gotta be faster than this. What's my AC?
45. Wait, nope.
Okay. McCrum. Walk me through it. What's AC? 10. What's my factors of 10? 1 and 10. 2 and 5. Now this is a plus plus, so we don't have to worry about negatives at all, right? Okay, 1 and 10 is 11. That looks like a winner, doesn't it? So I'm going to rewrite. What's my new equation going to be after I rewrite? Plus x. It's 10x plus 2. Okay, split it. Factor out the first two. What do I get? Good. Factor the second ones. What do I get? Okay, so I have a shared one and I have leftovers, right? My shared one's the same, so what's my two sets of parentheses going to be? 5x plus 1 and x plus 2. Good. Who all got that one? Second one.
Oh, I got it now. It's right here. I got it.
All right, Samson. You better use this one quicker.
A and C is negative 45.
Okay. What's my factors of negative 45?
1 and negative 45, negative 1 and 45, negative 3 and 15, 3 and negative 5 and 9, and 5 and negative 9.
Okay. Which one's your winner?
Negative 5 and 9.
Negative 5 and 9. This one right here?
Yeah.
Yep, that would give me a 4. So I rewrite. What do I have? Okay. Split it. What do I factor out in the first two?
1.
Okay. Leaving me with
3x and negative 5.
second set.
3.
Okay. Leaving me with
3x and negative.
Okay. So I have a pair of parentheses that are exactly the same. 3x minus 5. And then my leftovers of x plus 3. How many people got that one? Oh, we had a bunch of 2 for 2s there, didn't we? All right, so.
Well, I have the backwards. I had the x plus 3 in front. Is that okay?
That's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. All right, now, so Sarah doesn't lose her mind back here. Let's get one with the GCF. How about that?
Wait, what?
This is just for you.
Yeah.
Since you were asking, I know you were worried about this GCF at the beginning. So 18x squared minus 33x plus 12. That one looks ugly right off the bat, doesn't it? Okay?
That looks funny.
So.
Oh my god!
I don't even know what she said.
She said it looks like you.
Oh, that's a good looking problem, man. All right. So GCF. Is there something I can factor out of all these? 3. I can take a 3 out. Okay? So I take a 3 out. What's that leave me with?
6x squared minus 11x plus 4.
Minus 11x. 11x plus 4. All right. So now, I factored that 3 out. All right? So now, basically, I am just going to work with that polynomial on the inside and ignore that 3 for right now. Okay? Okay, I'm going to just kind of ignore that guy for now. All right, so let's look on the inside. 6x squared minus 11x plus 4. Let's do it just like we did before. What's my AC? Okay, 24. Now, it's a minus plus. Therefore, everything has to be negative, correct? Okay, because I need a positive C term. They both have to be the same. Since it's negative with my B, everything has to be negative. So, 24, what's my factors? Yep.
1 and
3 and 8, 4 and 6. Okay? And like we said, everything's got to be negative in this case. Okay? Okay? 3 and 8 looks like a winner to me. Okay? Now we put now that first 3. He's just chilling right now. Okay? So I put the -3 and the -8 in for 11. So 6x squared minus 3x minus 8x plus 4 right there. Split it. What do I factor out of the first one? 3x, leaving me with what? 2x minus 1. Okay, second set. It's going to have to be a negative I factor out, right? What am I factoring out? -4, leaving me with 2x minus 1, right? Question on this? Just right now. That's kind of why I boxed him out there. Okay? Now, I have my shared 2x minus 1, 3x minus 4. Okay? That's what that factors to, right? Now, what was the thing I left by itself? 3. Put it in front. Done. That's it. Yes? Yeah. Here? That's the second one. Because we made the like terms. That's the whole process, Hoover. That's what we've done in every problem. If you combine like terms, you go right back to this. This is where you started. Okay, here's one for you guys to try. 4. Yep, that's going to be 4, guys. Okay. So what can we take out of everything in this one? We can take out a 4, leaving me with minus 9x minus 5. Good. Okay, AC. AC is going to be negative 10, correct? Now, this one is a minus minus. Anytime your C term is minus, you have to have one of each, correct? So to break down a negative 10, we have 1 and 10, 2 and 5, but we have to count for both different ways of it being negative, right? So we're looking at that. All right, so this one's going to be positive 9, negative 9. Well, we got a winner right there, don't we? Okay, there's my winner. Boom. Replace. So I'm just going to put that guy in a box so I don't forget about him. 2x squared plus 1x minus 10x minus 5. Split it. So this one here, what can I bring out? X. Leaving me with 2x plus 1. What can I bring out on the right side? Negative 5. Leaving me with plus 1. Okay? My shared is 2x plus 1. My leftovers, x minus 5. What's the last thing I need? I need the 4 out front. Bingo. Done. Just carried it down. Okay? That's one big thing. Don't forget about that, guys. We factor that number out. That's why I like to box it. Just so it kind of sticks out to you when you look back over it. Don't forget to drop him down at the end. Questions? Okay, homework's going to be on Canvas.